Let me describe something that probably happened to you recently. You went through your day, nothing went wrong, you did what you needed to do, you were tired, but fine. And then, almost casually, you open social media. Someone just bought something big, someone's on a trip, someone's celebrating a milestone. And in seconds, that quiet thought appeared, I'm behind, even though nothing in your life actually changed.
Here's the truth. That feeling isn't coming from your life. It's coming from a psychological illusion, and social media is very good at creating it. And by the end of this video, I'll walk you through 3 simple steps you can use immediately to quiet that pressure and regain your sense of direction.
Look, your brain wasn't built for constant exposure to other people's outcomes. It was built to track your own environment. But social media drops you into hundreds of finished moments every day. Results without context, outcomes without timelines, success without the years attached. Your brain doesn't pause to analyze this. It just registers, others are moving, I'm not. And it turns a neutral moment into a self-judgment. I should be further by now. Not because it's true, but because your brain is comparing incomplete information. Here's what makes this tricky. You're not comparing lives, you're comparing visibility. You see what's loud, what's announced, what's polished enough to share. You don't see the doubts, the trade-offs, the stress that came before or after the post. So your mind starts doing something subtle and dangerous. It treats visibility as progress. And anything not visible feels like delay. That's how a normal evening turns into I'm falling behind. Think of it like driving with GPS. When the GPS is clear, you're calm. Other cars don't bother you. But when the signal drops, every car that passes you feels threatening. You start wondering, did I miss a turn? Are they going the right way? Am I going the wrong way? That's exactly what happens internally. When your direction isn't clear, other people's movement feels like proof you're lost. Not because you are, but because your inner navigation went quiet. Here's something important. This feeling usually doesn't appear when you're doing badly. It appears when old goals stop motivating you. You're no longer just surviving. You're starting to question what actually matters. Psychologically, this is a reorientation phase. Your values are shifting faster than your circumstances. So your life looks the same, but you are not. That gap creates discomfort, and your brain labels it the easiest way it knows. I'm behind. The problem isn't the feeling itself. The problem is what you do next. Most people interpret it as a warning to rush, to catch up, to do more. But rushing during reorientation creates confusion, not clarity. You don't need more speed. You need direction, and direction doesn't come from scrolling faster. Now let me show you 3 actionable steps that you could apply immediately. Step 1. Ground yourself in what's already here. When the thought, I am behind, shows up, don't argue with it. Just look around and name 3 things that already matter in your life. Something stable, something meaningful, something you've built quietly. That's your proof. If value is already here, you're not behind. You're just not advertising it. Step 2. Change the metric. For 1 week, stop asking, how am I doing compared to others? Ask instead, do my actions match my values today? That's the only score that matters, and it puts progress back in your hands. Step 3. Reality check the scroll. When that drop hits after scrolling, pause and say, this is a highlight, not a timeline. You don't need to quit social media. You just need to stop letting it decide when you should be somewhere. Look, Feeling behind doesn't always mean you're late. Sometimes it means you've outgrown a direction before finding the next one. And when that pressure shows up again, because it will, you already know what to do. You ground yourself in what's already real. You stop measuring your life against other people's timelines. And you remember that what you're seeing online is a highlight, not a map. And that space, as uncomfortable as it is where real alignment begins. If you want more psychology-backed insights like this, the kind that help you understand what's actually happening inside you, consider subscribing to Sketch IQ. This channel isn't about moving faster, it's about moving with clarity, and clarity always comes before momentum.